So one of the reasons that I got Wunderkind at Comcast to begin with and then moved with Dish and Sling and brought them over there was the flexibility you guys provide, particularly on the website. I mean, I can't tell you how many times we couldn't get a dev to actually develop some merchandising, and all of a sudden Wunderkind comes in, saves the day. Right?
Oh, nice.
So I've seen it use case after use case. However, when we move from website to email, it feels like that flexibility was gone. I can't tell you how many times the team, we would say, hey, can we edit the copy of the subject? Can we edit the CTA? Yeah. Can we change this or that or the other thing in the email to more be standard with what we're doing from a brand guidelines or what we've seen in other testing? And we oftentimes got a hard no. Yeah. And which is, I know it pains your team to say that. But.
Or we will admit, we'd say yes, but it's going to take 2 weeks, and 2 weeks turns into 2 months.
That's right, exactly.
We'll own that.
Exactly.
In the past.
So what are you guys doing to improve the flexibility that you have on site? How are you bringing that to the emails?
Yeah, look, we totally get it. It's your brand. It's your baby, right? So you've got your campaign. You've got your ESP. You've got the platforms where all your creative is already put in for your campaign pushes across messaging. We are more of a triggered solution, so we had to create HTML in ours and replicate your brand, and we get that that's difficult. I'm going to go back to we built a platform, and that platform brought more capability. So for example, companies came to us not because we were an ESP or we had these great WYSIWYG tools to build awesome text messages and super beautiful emails. We could hard code those, and that takes people. That takes engineering and labor. That was a bottleneck for us until we got the platform. We are never going to replace ESPs. I'll say it again. We are not an ESP. We are not a text platform. We are not your creative hub. But now with the platform, and especially with APIs, we can deliver what we've always sold, which is a lift in revenue and straight performance. We integrate directly through our build platform. It's a framework of interaction. Now all that great creative that your teams have built in your ESP and your text platform, your messaging platform of choice for social, et cetera, we now tie into it. You can now use all your own creative. Where you build it, where you want it, where you're familiar, where you have seats, great. So you can literally pipe in what we call signals into your own ESP or text platform and retain that creative. This was a problem in the past, and we did our best, but it was human capital. It took time, and there were queues, and it's expensive. So we're happy to say that with platforming in late 2024, also the advent of Studio, we did create a very lightweight WYSIWYG builder that first you could design your emails. We know it wasn't perfect, wasn't the world's best, because again, it was a stopgap till we got the platform where we could literally send our intelligence, our identity, our behavioral triggers, our personalization, everything we know about consumers that your brand doesn't know. Now it just goes right into your own platform of choice. So again, think of Wunderkind as like a horizontal layer in your stack, your ESP, your messaging, your text, that all sits on top, and we're just firing off synapses to say, hey, send your best creative and your best XYZ to these people. We're sending you the signals, use your own creative. So that's how we're dealing with it today. It all goes to platform.
I love it. I love the platformization of the technology.
But it was, we own it, man. It was a tough thing. Yeah. And thank you for clients like you who stuck with us and those timelines to get creative updated. Happy to say those problems have gone away with our advance of platform and API adoption.
That's awesome.